Well, hello racing fans, hello gentlemen, hello racing fans from around the world. It is time for the last race of the season. It is Paul Ricard in France, round 12. It's April 1st, no fools at all on the track today. So Paul Ricard, not everybody's favorite track, but it is a fun track for most people. I kind of like it, that long straight. What's it called? Before I go too far, yeah, minstrel straight, good. Anyway, yes, let's go to the standings first of all. Yes, in first place, Chris Moses with 619 points, got a fair lock on first place unless something dramatic happens. John Saunders is second with 598, so that's 21 points behind. So if something happens to Chris and he's not in the top rankings, there could be a change, but there's something dramatic will have to happen there. Carlo Vambrada is in third place at 536. He's firmly in third place. I don't think he's going to be able to overcome John. Or fourth place with AJ Jones. I don't think he's going to be able to overcome that gap. But in fifth place, Mircea Panov with 416. There's a chance that something may happen there. We have 14 racers today. Look at this, and I'm going to go do my. Jeremy will join us at some point. So now I'm going to do my flyover again. There we go. So yeah, flyover of Paul Ricard. Just kind of watch there on my screen, little screen. Coming into Verrières is the little complex there. It's going to be interesting to see how that works out for our first corner. Make sure I got everybody going here. Mention whether or not we've got sound. Chicane is the second corner. It's got a very big, fancy name there. And this complex of two corners is called Saint Bernard. And then L'École is this little tiny one just before the long Minstrel Straight. Minstrel Straight is 1.8 kilometers long, is what I understand. Very fast corner number 5. There's only 10 corners on this track, and that is coming up. And that is SIMGRID. A couple minutes before we start qualifying here. So this is SIMGRID coming up here now. And then this long corner is called Beausset. Coming up, which is Bendor. And this next one, corner number 8, is Village. And then the penultimate corner, this is interesting pass is going to occur here, is called Tour. And then the last corner is called Virage du Pont. So that's our corners. I'll be talking about them. So that's that. Back to something else. My pretty face. Yes, so hopefully Jeremy will join us in a few seconds, and we've got a couple of minutes before the end of or the end of the practice there, and the beginning of the qualifying. And let's just give a shout out to our sponsors. Castle and Cauldron is a event prop and table decor vendor online. And next is SIMGRID. I know somebody just got their Rumble motors this week and is starting to set them up. Makers of fine and racing products. Last but not least is Syndeo Telecom Brokers on VoIP phone business systems, video over internet protocol telephone systems. So I believe we are going to start qualifying right now. Make sure we get it. There is qualification starting. That is Merche, I believe, taken off. Let's see who is first out. Number 36, Chris Moses, as usual. Let me get on with Chris Moses. I'll make sure that chat is working. Say hello on the chat, please. And why can I see? I'm trying to look at it. So I'll just bear with me for a second. For some reason I can't see the chat on. There we go. Now I can see the chat. Hey, thanks, guys. Volume. Give me a shout out. See the volume is okay. Oh, the music's still playing. Thank you very much. I knew there was something funny going to be happening there. And let me go to that and get rid of the music. There, should be gone now. Thanks a lot for that. I knew there was something I should be checking. I must have had a little bug in my ear. So the music should be off now. Okay, just get myself set up. Shouldn't be. There. Everything should be good, I think. Waiting for Jeremy to join. Not there yet. So yes, Chris is coming on to his hot lap. That was his out lap. So let's just watch Chris do his thing. So unless there's a big disaster with Chris, he should be our champion for the season. So season number, let me get that straight. I believe it is season number 9, or is it 7? One or the other. But anyway, long season. So we're going to start our new season soon, and hope we get a lot of the people that are watching or have signed up to race with us, especially during the off season, which is going to be probably 2 or 3 weeks long. The board is getting together today to finalize tracks and finalize any changes that we're going to make. And so Monday there'll be an announcement, if not Sunday afternoon. Announcement on what season 8 or 10, forget now. Jeremy will tell me when he gets back. What's going to be happening for our next season. So we was talking with Don Queen last night. 56 people have indicated that they would like to race with us next year. So that's going to be great. Just trying to decide what kind of splits, what kind of groupings to have for all you guys in Group 2. Yes, there will be a few guys moving into Group 1. We're just trying to make some competitive groupings for sure. Let's see. Here he's coming. He's coming. Chris is coming into the last few corners before setting the first time. I think it was a 1:55.6 was the pole position in Group 2. I think that was, who was that? I think I wrote it down, actually. Hopkins got it. New name up there on the podium. So there is our first time. Did it not come out on the screen? There we go, 1:55.86. Are we going to see some 1:54s, 1:53s? What does the chat think? Got 6 people watching. Hey,
I'm pretty sure we will.
You think which one? You're gonna go for 53s, are you? High 53s. Welcome, Jeremy.
Hello. No, I don't believe 53s. I don't know, but everything's possible. But low 54s for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is it. Last race of season 6.
6. Oh, I was trying to think if it was 7 or 9 or what, but it's 6. Okay. Next one is 6. Next one is 7. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah. Next one is 7.
Yeah, I was just saying, so far 56, I believe, people have indicated that they are going to race with us, so that's great.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, we'll see. We'll see off season. Actually, I'm curious to see and test the new groups and see what happens. And probably next Saturday we'll all end up on the same track. So that should be interesting. And as well, I believe the game has changed. Cars don't behave the same anymore, and times are closer than they used to be at the start of the season.
Yeah, that's true.
So I believe there will be some adjustments to be done before the start of next season, but we have a whole month to fine tune everything.
Yeah, we'll be playing around with different cars to try and decide what to do, etc.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a new series. We're gonna have the GT2s that they look beautiful. Those cars look beautiful, and really looking looking forward to those cars.
Yeah, so I understand GT2s more powerful than GT4s, but it's not as great ground effects as the GT3s, eh?
Exactly. Apparently, no. Apparently, yeah, they are as fast as GT3s, but they don't have as much grip.
More like a car you might be able to buy if you had $500,000 or something.
Yeah. So it looks again like a trouble car. You know, it sounds like a Porsche Cup, some kind of Porsche Cup. I don't know. We'll see.
So
What's good is that we have new brands. We have a Brabham in there. We have a KTM that's back in the GT2. It looks good.
Yep. Not quite sure why Chris doesn't show a time. I thought for a second there was a time up there, but it got knocked down. So Chris doesn't have a time right now. John Saunders has the pole. There's your 154, 154.6.
That's it.
Yeah.
So this championship is between two gentlemen, right?
Yep. Chris and John. Yeah. Something dramatic would have to happen to Chris before John got overtaken. Yeah.
So one of these two gentlemen will be eSeniors champion season 6. So let's see what happens.
What's up with Chris here? Let's see what he's doing. He's on
the
track.
Chris is P2.
There he is. He got a time in. For some reason, it knocked down
Chris?
Chris Bourne. Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about Chris Moses. Chris Moses doesn't have a time yet.
No, he doesn't have a time yet. You're right.
But I thought I saw a time up there. Anyway, regardless. So
no. It's coming. It's coming soon.
As usual in Group 2, top 6 guys are within a second. It's been great watching these guys race. It's great watching these guys race.
It is.
I'll have to go back and
see,
go ahead.
See how close the field is. It's amazing. Something has changed with the game, and we all know Kuno's servers have been down a couple of times, so they are upgrading. They are changing things. Yeah. And I noticed, for example, the McLaren is amazing. It's amazing to drive lately, and I'm upset they didn't do that at the start of season 6.
Has there been any? Have you seen any internet chat over things that have changed?
No, I just realized. The McLaren has a lot more grip than it ever had before, and I've noticed that over the last 2 weeks. And over the last 2 weeks, that's when they started adjusting things and preparing for the launch of the new patch. So I don't know.
Yeah, well, what does the chat guys say? The guys on the line there, see if you have any comments.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to the race here. So Saunders is in pole position right now, and Chris Moses is in 7th. Interesting. Right now, Kenny Flenchstedt has a decent lap going, 0.4 up by 0.4. That'll bring him into second place if he can hold on to it. Or is he in the track? Oh, he's still got a long ways to go yet.
There's still 6 minutes. Yeah, see, Carlo with the Mercedes just did the fastest lap of the session, 1:54.5. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. I didn't do the math to see what it takes for one or the other to win, but
Moses is up by 21 points, so it's going to take a fair change in position for that for Saunders to take over. Yeah. So what is happening here? So Chris Bourne and the Lamborghini is doing well. The Lamborghini should do well on this track, shouldn't it?
Yes, absolutely. and it looks like. And look at this, only 0.020
Yeah.
between John Saunders and Carlo.
Yeah.
They're really neck to neck.
Who's where? Let's see. Carlo is halfway through his lap, and John is just behind him. So let's watch Carlo. Maybe we'll watch him on the TV camera here and watch how his lines are. Yeah, I think more people are warming up to Paul Ricard. Everybody hated it last year, didn't they? But I think people are warming up to it now.
Yeah, including myself. But see, once again, it depends. Once you have the right car, the right setup, and the right grip, every track is a pleasure to drive, because technically you're just racing.
Well, that patch they put in a while back helped grip, I think, and that made this track a little bit easier to drive. Or it had much more grip on it in those places.
Probably,
yeah, because we were all over the place the first couple of years with this track in terms of people spinning and all that. And I know we've gotten better, but not that much better.
Yeah.
There goes Carlo into
I don't know. Things are better, and I hope they stay that way. When I'm looking forward to the 19th of April, but let's see what happens. Regardless, I believe the fastest guys will still be the fastest guys.
Yeah, unfortunately.
but I believe the difference will be the field will be much closer. There won't be such a huge gap between drivers as there is now, I think. And look at it. Look at it today. Only 2 seconds between 13 cars.
Yeah, that's
pretty
crazy.
amazing. Pretty amazing. It's very close. So and look at this, the top 8 in the same second. So yeah, with the first couple of laps are going to be bumper to bumper practically.
All right, so Chris, we're following Chris here now. Chris is up by half a second on his best time, so that will bring him into third or fourth. Oh, he just gained tremendously on this corner, on that last corner. He's up 0.8 of a second. That's going to bring him into second at least. There he goes. Third. All right.
That's it, yeah.
Chris has a few tracks that he doesn't like driving on, he says, and maybe this is one of them. So I remember he had some tire issues there. Couldn't, one of the races, a few races back, that he said he just couldn't get any grip. Bourne's coming back with a he's up 1/4 of a second. That'll bring him back into second place. Let's just watch what he does.
6 cars in the same half second. It's amazing. Yeah, so those guys are clearly a second and a half faster than the fastest group in Group 2.
Shout out to the guys on watching. I see Mr. Smith, Steve Howells, Terry Howard. Terry Howard, nice to see you.
Hello, Terry. Yeah, Terry is very good with that Porsche Cup. He's the only one who's actually competing with Chris Bourne and Derek Bird. I mean, those two are in a league of their own.
Chris has another good lap going now. He is going to compete for pole. He's up a half a second. Well, let's just watch his whole lap here.
1 minute and a half left in quali.
Maybe he'll have another crack at it if he makes a small mistake. He made somewhat of a mistake. Somehow he lost some time there. Has he got some traffic? Let's take a look here. Yeah, he's got some traffic. He's slowing down so that he can get a good run. So this is going to be his last. This will be his last lap. This is like F1 there, where this is like F1 where they have they put everything into their last lap.
Exactly.
When they're running on fumes. Where is? Gonna quickly look at Derek Bird here in the Porsche. He is up on his best time. That would bring him into 5th or 6th if he can hold on to it. That's a long way to go yet. Let's go back to Chris. The two Chris's have got good times going. Chris Bourne has also got a good time going.
Yeah. They're very close, actually. Yeah.
He'll be in, I think, before... Yeah, he'll be in before Chris Moses. Got a few more corners to go. That Ferrari just screams, doesn't it? Let's take a quick peek in the cockpit and see what it sounds like. Or Lamborghini, sorry, I said Ferrari.
Yeah, it's a Lamborghini.
I can't believe the GT3 car actually has a nice dashboard like that with the red stitching, huh?
Yeah,
Here he
actually, we will have also a new Lamborghini in the
new one, yeah.
Yeah.
GT2.
New
I think he's going to
Ferrari,
get second, third place with this one.
Looks great.
Yep,
And
third
he
place,
is
but
P3.
Chris
Yeah.
Chris Moses, he is not finished with his lap yet. Let's go to the TV side. He is up by 17th 100th of a second. Improved a little bit there. Lost a little bit on the exit. He's up by 0.2. 0.2 will get him into third place only. Up by 0.3. Ooh, he's still gonna try for pole here. If he gets a good, he's got a good entry there. He's gonna be very close. Only to third. He had a chance for pole. He was up by 4/10 there into the last corner. So there we go. That is it. That's our pole set.
Wow, the top three there in the same second. Almost.
Yeah.
That's
Same 100ths of a second. Yeah. It'll be an interesting start, won't it?
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry, between P1 and P13, 1.5 seconds.
that's what I was just going to say. Yeah, wasn't that crazy?
Incredible.
Great.
Incredible.
So it should be a good race. It's a fun track for close racing, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's wide, plenty of space to race.
Just going to go to the intro screen for a second here. So, Jeremy, what do you give us some wisdom on the years that you've been hosting us there over the time?
Yeah, no, it's so much fun. It's beyond description. It's very enjoyable, and it's getting better all the time. And always looking forward to the next season. It's thrilling, and right now I'm really looking forward to season 7 and building it and see what this new patch is going to bring. I think it's good that we also are part of a game that's always improving, and I think it's important to do that. So it's never redundant. We always discover new things and new tracks, new cars. So
yeah, they're keeping it pretty fresh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to get any new tracks at the next drop. It'd be nice if we got one or two. Have they rumored any? Have they rumored?
I heard a rumor of a new track, a new Portuguese track, Portimao, but it's not confirmed.
Okay.
The cars are for sure, but the tracks, no. But you know what? Maybe it'll surprise us.
So our podium, Carlo Van der Branda, John Saunders, and Chris Moses.
Yeah.
Those are recognizable names, that's for sure. Top 3 in the league. These guys perform week after week, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see. This start should be thrilling.
Going to give a little try to a track walk here.
Yeah, I think also the long straight with the drift is going to be a factor here racing, and also entering in that first right at the end of Mistral is going to be crucial.
Yeah, just doing a track walk here. There's John Saunders, Moses in third, Steve Young in, or Chris Bourne in the Lamborghini. There's Steve Young in the 194, Kenny Flenstedt, Mark Stevens in that nice BMW. There's Derek Bird in his Porsche. Tony Winton in his white car. The Ponoff in the Marlboro. Billy Stewart in the green. Harrods is Christopher Hiort. Buckley and that's you, Jeremy, just sitting there.
Yeah, I'll go to the pits right away.
Let me just get ourselves set up for. All right, there we go. We're set up for the start of the race there in 11 seconds. What do you know? I got myself my track walk done in a record time without getting everybody dizzy.
Sounds good. Okay.
Let's see what kind of starts are. Oh, look at that. Chris Bourne has given us some flashing lights there from the Lamborghini.
Yeah, he always does that.
Does he?
Yeah, he always does that at the start of a race. So here we go.
Very quick start-finish line on this race. Green lights are coming. There they go. Green light, green lights. Carl got a great start. So did Saunders. Moses is coming. And the two behind aren't very far behind either. Let's hope it's a good first corner. Everything looks good so far. Good. Very good start for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, except something happened. We missed something there. It looks like, oh, that's Saunders. Let's see, where is Carlo? Well, Carlos is way ahead. I'll get out of this screen here. There's Chris. Let's go on board and see what it looks like. If somebody remembers what the keyboard key is for getting rid of the text names, I'd appreciate it. And I'll get rid of the names of the drivers. I get rid of that on the stream.
I don't remember that.
There is a key for it. I forget what it is.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah. Somebody will probably remember online for us. So pretty much just as the start line.
Steve says there's no car sound.
Say again?
Steve Howell says there's no car sound.
No car sound. Okay, I'll turn that on. He's right. There it is. You're up now. Make yourself useful more, Steve. What about the key for the getting rid of the driver names? Let's just go down the board here and see. They're very close, everybody. That first lap. The only gap is right here with Bird. Something must have happened with Mr. Bird a little bit. There's Puff. All right, so now we start the first lap with everybody's tires nice and warmed up. This is where we're going to see some action, I'm sure. There's a great view of everybody.
Yeah, so Carlo really is easing up at the front, and the two top guys are right behind, John Saunders, Chris Moses. Let's see what happens in the straight.
Yes, exactly what I was just going to say. Let's see what happens in the straights. They're all about, let's see what their gaps are, 0.7, 0.8 between each other.
Yeah.
See if anybody
and
makes...
Chris Bourne is right behind Chris Moses, so yeah, anything can happen now. Let's see. Yeah, but they're too spaced out. They're not as close as I thought they were going to be.
Well, there'll be some, there'll be a little bit of a draft here, I think.
Yeah.
Within the second. It's quite, or half a second, sorry.
John Saunders is coming back on that Carlo.
Yep.
Crazy.
He's got the draft.
He got the draft. He got a half a second.
Now the setup that setup is so important into what's that called, that corner?
I don't know the name.
Sing, yeah, that setup for that a high-speed corner in Sing. It's important whether you have to touch the brake or just let off on the throttle a little bit. I think John got a little bit the better of Carlo on that corner. Yeah,
he did. Yeah,
that's going to happen lap after lap. Moses went a little bit wide.
Chris Moses went a little too wide there, but
Some people take that line though, Jeremy. Some people, I noticed the guy ahead
yeah,
of me.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So we'll see. But that's an opportunity he'll take advantage of probably later also. Kenny's not very far behind Chris here in the BMW.
Yeah.
Oh, nice little grouping here. See Carlos spread it out by a second now in the front.
Something happened to Krister. Krister is in the pits.
Uh-oh.
Something happened to Krister. I saw him stop on the side of the track. I don't know what happened. Is it hardware problem? I don't know.
Okay. See if he stays there or if he's going to come back out.
Yeah, let's see.
Kenny might get a draft here and make a move on Chris.
Yeah.
Here we go into Sing. Oh yeah. Here we go. Let's watch the helicam. Side by side, going in. Let's see who blinks first. Nobody blinked. Nice. That's tough keeping that kind of separation.
Yeah, it is.
Hang on. Nobody's giving up yet. It looks like Bourne's going to get ahead. He had the inside line.
Yeah, he got the best.
That was good racing. That's high-speed racing there.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was. I really think that was a racing incident. It's, but unfortunately, I don't know why. Oh, Chris decided to wait and let go everyone. Yeah, it's really too bad. Okay.
Yep. No, what I think it was a racing incident too. They were quite close together. Little bit different braking point, I think.
Yeah, but I don't understand why Chris is still sideways in that turn. I don't understand.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it is.
And they're both waiting for each other.
No, look. The car is moving on its own. He has his wipers on.
That's weird.
That's very strange. And the car is sliding because it's on a slight banking. Now it's getting off track. It's really strange.
That's kind of weird. Hope he didn't have a heart attack in the car.
No.
I meant more. I don't mean in real life. I meant.
Yeah. No, I don't understand. Really. I don't know.
Well,
and Krister seems to be out of the race completely.
Okay.
So here we have two major drivers out of the race technically because Chris is, and the car is still moving on its own. Very strange. I don't understand. In the meantime, Carlo is still leading John Saunders by almost a second, and Chris Moses is a second behind John Saunders. So these two are very close. I believe if it
Derek just made a pass on Steve Young.
Okay. Yeah. So here, Chris Bourne is now in the pits.
Oh, okay, good. So he must have had some. That's got to be a hardware issue that he couldn't get going again. He would have went to the pits a lot earlier than that. Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Did he? He also disappeared now, didn't he?
Yeah, he left. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so Derek got ahead of Steve Young there quite easily, and he's pulling away.
Yeah, Derek is having a great race. P5. He has Steve Young right behind.
And up front, Saunders and Carlo
are
still better.
If it stays like this between John Saunders and Chris, I believe John Saunders wins. If I'm not mistaken, he wins the championship. I don't remember the points.
Oh no, the point spread's not that big between first and second or third.
Yeah.
He needs 21 points.
Who's leading right now? It's John Saunders is leading?
No. Chris is leading. Chris is leading by 20 points, and Saunders is behind by 20.
Yeah, so difficult to. It's too early to say.
Yeah. Okay, I was just going to watch these guys on the straight. It's going to be the topic of the day the whole time and see how much people can catch up. He's should have a little bit of a draft. But I want to watch what Saunders does in that high-speed corner Signa.
Mm-hmm.
That's a definite point where you can catch up with somebody. Looks like Carlo got the better of him a little bit, 1/10 of a second, 2/10 of a second. So yeah, maybe Carlo has the better setup for that corner.
Yeah, Carlo is doing great and he looks very comfortable on this belt.
It's really the only very close race. We've got a few. Take a look here at best laps here. So Saunders has the fastest lap at 1:54.955. Carlo, dead heat with Carlo.
Mm-hmm.
Carlo has the best first sector and the best third sector. And Saunders had the best second sector, but Chris Moses just grabbed it from him. So that is interesting.
Yeah, you know, I don't understand why there's so much spread between those guys when they were so close by in quali. It's pretty interesting to see this. So maybe the fuel makes a difference. And Stefan is now in the stream. So Stefan has left the race as well. What happened, Stefan? I don't know what happened.
Stefan, if you want to join on Discord, we can bring you into the stream if you like.
Yeah, sure. If you want to explain what happened.
I'll watch for you in the Discord. Just go into the chat room, yeah. I'll drive in.
I don't see what happened here, but Stefan seems because okay, Jeremy. Oh, yeah. Okay, Krista says he took out Stefan in the race. Okay, we didn't see that happening. We didn't see that happening, Krista. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys, you had to leave the race. But Krista, you're still in the pits. Yeah, sometimes you can get surprised by your car in front of you. I mean, it's. I was post racing with the newcomer today, Nuno, and it was thrilling, but I had some very scary moments. Racing very close to them.
All right, Krister, join us on the stream.
Oh, so Steve says that Chris Horn car wouldn't start.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Wouldn't start.
No, it wouldn't start.
Interesting. It wasn't much of a crash either. He just sort of spun out.
Yeah, that's very strange. I don't know why the engine wound up. But,
either his button was off. His start button was this. We got a decent little pack here with Mark Stevens, Steve Young, and Derek.
Yes, absolutely.
Mark's giving Sky 94 a little bit of a run here.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I got too close to Buckley. I did everything that we say that people shouldn't do, so I'm very ashamed.
Things happen, Krister.
What part of the track, Krister?
We didn't see it happening.
Yeah, it was. We were in the back, and they got too close after.
Oh, Mark's got a good run on the straight here.
Yeah, it's Mark Stevens very close to Steve Young right now. Yeah, so Krister, you drove the McLaren. Did you notice a difference to the McLaren in the last 2 weeks?
I can't really say. However, I was surprised that I was that slow here on for the RICARD, because my best is actually a mid 54, which is
wow.
I just couldn't replicate. I've done a mid 55, but didn't do that.
That's
for
interesting. I had a personal best this week with the BMW, so maybe there is a few little things going on.
See,
I think I'm not getting into the Audi.
You are?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, no, I think the McLaren got better because I know I didn't get better. So, I know I'm driving the same way all the time, but the car has more grip than usual.
You're mellowing with, not mellowing, you're improving with age, Jeremy. You're improving with age, just like a fine wine.
That's it.
No, you know, I do believe there's a second difference per generation. I believe that a 50-year-old driver is faster than a 60-year-old driver. Yeah, you know, I mean, there has to be a difference in reflexes and concentration level as well.
And years on Xbox.
Yeah.
So my excuse, I'm 66. There you go. Mark's really pushing Steve Young, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here he goes again. The end of the straight.
Wait, look. Looks like that Mercedes is a great car to drive on this track.
I love that. I love his livery too.
I love that car, I just cannot drive it. I love the way it looks. And here we go into the...
Pit windows, yep.
Yeah, pit window opened.
That Mercedes had some great power on the straight. It was very, with a bunch of guys this week they were practicing, but Mercedes just seemed to pull away from my BMW for sure every time on the straight, on that long straight.
Mm-hmm.
The long straight's kind of fun just to see top speeds of different cars and a different aero that everybody has set up. It's always fun to see who's got the fastest speed.
Here, Chris is here. Chris Bourne. What happened? How did the engine shut down? Chris, can you tell us?
What else have we got?
Yeah, he says he's very upset. I don't blame him.
Really, the only race we've got going right now.
So yeah, so Chris is alluding to the incident he had, and I think he's not happy about what happened. I mean, no one is happy to get involved in an incident, that's for sure. Yeah, so John Saunders, Chris Moses, still very close, and now, but see the top three, P4, Derek Bird, 6 seconds, almost 7 seconds behind P3. Yeah, those guys are, the podium is flying away, and Mark is coming at Steve again.
Yep. Yeah, they're basically a second faster on their fastest laps, the top three, than the rest of the group. The next set of groups. These guys are all lapping all around the same time, 155 4s and 6s.
Yeah, you know, Chris Bourne raises the same question, and it's an important question. Why can't people race close? That's a very good question. I believe personally, it's down to experience and as well being careful enough and respectful enough. I mean, yeah, did you see what just happened?
Yeah.
In a fraction of a second, you were almost in the bumper of the car in front of you. So if you don't build a good gap enough, you are playing with fire. I mean,
Eris has a great video about how you, when you're in this kind of position that Mark is in, that kind of distance, and you may have to be a little bit faster somewhere, just how you approach passing somebody, corners and whatnot, very close racing. You got to lay off a little bit and then pour it on midway in the corner. You don't take your usual. So a comment I would have is get everybody to watch that particular video. It's pretty good. You ever seen that one, you guys? Oh, Moses is off. What happened?
What?
Moses is off.
Yes, he is.
Here, I'm on replay now. Let's see what happened. Oh, no, that's a disconnect.
It disappeared completely.
That's a disconnect for sure. Oh, no. That would be very unfortunate.
Well, there goes the championship. So John Saunders will be the eSeniors champion
Is he gone? Yeah, he's gone off
He's
the
in
board.
sixth. Yeah, he's definitely gone. And
Oh, Steve gets off the track now.
Oh, I mean,
He oversteered coming in from Mr. Straight.
Yeah.
Let's watch that.
I just watched it.
You know what? I got it on stream here now.
This
He was
is
so
a
close. He was very
eventful
close.
race.
Yes. Oh.
All of a sudden, Derek Bird is P3. Incredible. Yeah, very eventful race. And Chris Bourne explained that his car wouldn't restart, and but leaders were coming, so no point anymore. So he decided to call it off. So we lost so many drivers today. We lost 4 drivers.
Yeah. That's so unfortunate that Chris Moses lost the connection, because it's going to affect them big time. That's the championship right there.
Chris Moses lost the connection.
Yeah. Oh, I thought Chris Moses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me go down the board here we've been chatting so much. There's Carlo, first place. Second, 3 seconds back is, that's not a very good view. Let's go back again. There's Carlos. Looks like he changed the color of his stripes there. They look a little more on the pink side than they usually do. John Saunders, 3 seconds back. Derek Bird is 9 seconds back of second place in third. Steve Young is within striking distance of third, though. You can see them together in the screen.
Yeah.
1 second behind. Merche, 3 seconds back. Tony Whitten. Billy Stewart. Something happened to him. He was a second behind Tony for a second there. Mark Stevens. Ooh, in the pits. There's our first guy in the pits.
Yeah.
And
Mark Stevens first guy to pit. Yeah.
that's what happened. He was just ahead or just behind someone there. So what do we got?
I wanted to go back where cross racing. I was today racing mostly with one new driver, Nuno. I don't remember his last name, but we were fighting the whole way. But I have to admit one thing though. At one point, if someone doesn't give in, it will end up in a collision.
And badly, yes.
Yeah. So the idea is that at one point you have to give in if you don't want a collision to happen. Now, he caught me at the end of Mistral going into the right, so I could have fought and tried to resist, but I knew that if I did that, we were probably going to end up colliding each other, so I decided to back out. I'm that kind of person. I'm not going to push the limits, especially to fight for one position. It's not worth it. So I think if we reason that way, maybe there will be less incidents. But then again, when you race, the level of adrenaline and concentration, everything, so many things come into play. We lost another driver.
What happened? Who was that? Oh, you know what? He had to stop and go. That was, who was that?
This is insane today.
The guy that who went in the pits just a second ago?
That's it was the Mercedes.
Yeah, it's Mark Stevens.
Stevens. He got to stop and go. Yeah.
Why?
He probably practiced speeding.
He got tired of it. Yeah, maybe he was speeding coming in.
Speeding coming in or going out.
Yeah, because he was sitting in the pits when he got it.
That's funny. Today I was sure I would get to drive through, because when I entered the pits, I was like 53. I was 3 kilometers an hour higher, and I said, "This is it. I'm cooked." But somehow I escaped. I don't know.
It's the back wheels, actually, isn't it? We had that discussion once before. It's your once you're clear of the line, I think, not when you enter, but when you enter.
Oh, I see.
So you might have just snuck by with the back wheels.
I see.
And this with racing close and not having incidents and all that. For me today, I was kind of sitting and analyzing a little bit while I did this mistake. And I think you kind of have to go into the race with a plan. You have to tell yourself, you don't start to push until lap C and so. And I started to push. You start to see the kind of the red, like the bull and the bullfighter. You start to see this red sheet all of a sudden. and you just push because you get close to the car in front of you, and that's exactly what I did, and I did a stupid move. So because I wasn't in the right headspace, so you have to kind of get into a headspace where you have a plan and that involves not to push too hard in the beginning. I mean, that's just, you have to write that on a note or something.
Yeah.
Because I felt I kind of just, everything fell aside, and I was like just looking at this car and trying to get past this, and that's not, you can't race that like that.
Yeah, no, it's difficult. I know, I understand what you're saying. Yes, I mean, it takes a minimum, it takes a lot of concentration. Once again, this is not an arcade game, it's a simulation. So technically, if you take it seriously, you have to drive seriously as well.
Absolutely.
And some drivers take it as a game. They wouldn't do the same thing if they were in a real car next to another real car.
Yeah.
So the idea is that if we all take that into consideration, but I have to admit, though, we do have a few incidents. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we have major incidents every single race.
No, we're still far away above most servers, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. And plus, I mean, the majority of eSeniors know each other for over 2 years now. So that's also.
That helps. Yeah, yeah. You know who you can go around that corner side by side with. Okay, a lot of people in the pits.
Yeah.
The leaders are in the pits. Carlo.
And Sanders, Derek Byrne, all in the pits.
Steve Young will be leading at one point soon. There he is here. Now he's leading.
All right, they're going to go into the pit as well and have lunch. So I'll catch you guys later.
Okay.
All right, talk to you later.
Let's see if they come out in the right order.
Hey, Mark is in. Hey, Mark, sorry. What happened, Mark? Did you decide to call it off because of the stop, the drive-through, the stop and go? Is that it?
Here's John Saunders moving. Yeah, they're going out in the right order. Carlo and John Saunders. Let's just see how far apart they are when they come out. I am showing 7 seconds, so it looks like Carlo got a better pit stop there.
Yeah, Carlo is definitely dominating this race. He's very comfortable on this track, and the car is flying. So right now, Steve Young is leading, but he didn't pit yet.
That's right.
Merch is P2, didn't pit either. So yeah, let's see
if they pit this time.
Yeah, Kenny is in the pits right now.
Mm-hmm. Carl coming around. Let's see if he pits, and I'm sure Merch will follow him if he does. I would imagine we're past halfway, so.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he's going to. Doesn't look like Merch is going to either. Let's see. Nope, Merch is pitting. So let's see if that works. Trying the undercut there. So Steve, interesting. He's going very long, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
He's a minute and a half past halfway.
Yeah, we will try in the future different. Right now we have mandatory tires, but we'll try a mandatory fuel and see what happens. I mean, what happens if you cannot change your tires? And that you have to keep on racing with the same set.
Yep.
Is it going to be more difficult? Is
I know.
it going to be more entertaining?
Yeah.
That's the question.
I know. Don was going to start experimenting to see what that difference that makes in the pit stop times. You know, Krister? Or is he still around?
I'm sorry about that. Come on.
So let's see here. Is Merche moving yet? Merche's just moving. Now Steve is right here. That's the most exciting thing we got going on here. Pit stop strategies. Oh, Steve went a little wide in that corner. That's that. Bet you he comes in. Did we lose somebody? Oh, we lost Jeremy. Off the commentary line. So here comes Krister. Not Krister, sorry. I was thinking Krister in the mind. Steve Young coming around the corner to see if he's going to pit. And is he going to pit? Yes, he is. So let's see how that strategy worked out, because Murch is pitted just before him. That'll make Carlo back in first place, and he is 7 seconds ahead of John for second place. So yeah, the most exciting thing we've got is watching whether Murch correctly performed the undercut. You're back, Jeremy? There you go.
Sorry about that. I had to.
Yeah, we're watching Murch here. See if the undercut worked with on Steve Young. Steve moving yet? Not moving yet. There's
No,
Murch
not
coming around.
yet.
I feel like a TV booth guy here just watching this. Oh, there's Steve starting to move. There he goes.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be able to.
I don't think Murch is going to do it. But let's see what kind of lead.
They won't be far off, actually. They're going to be very close to each other. Derek just passed.
Let's see what it looks like. There he's. Look, there's what they look. Now, let's see if Murchie can make any gain on him while his tires are cold. That was a very. Let's see, they're 2 seconds apart. So I think Young he gained about a second on that.
Yeah, he had a great stop. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he had that extra lap under low fuel, maybe. So that strategy worked out for him. He stayed out 1 or 2 laps. I'm trying to remember. Maybe only 1. So he's pulling ahead here.
Yeah, I think we do have, with 18 minutes left, I think we do have a podium unless something happens. But so many things have been happening in this race. You don't know anymore.
You know, sometimes when you're racing by yourself or you're, 3 or 4 seconds ahead, you say, oh, I'll way off a little bit, and you make a mistake. You hit the throttle at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So Steve's not that far behind Bird either, and he's got younger tires. Steve's really going for it.
Yeah, there's a lot of bigger spread between the cars than I imagined at the start of the race.
Yeah. But you're right. If we allow this business of not changing tires, so a race like this one where one guy said, "Oh, I'll try and."
I think we will alternate races and have one race mandatory tires, one race mandatory fuel. Because the idea is to try to make it as entertaining as possible, and to have as many close fights as possible. Because it's not fun racing alone, right? I mean, you want to be racing against someone on track.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. We'll have to start practicing our changing pit strategies on the fly, though. I don't know if there's keys that you can. It'd be interesting if there's a key sequence you can use or something. It's easier to do than playing with the menus and scrolling and all that crap while you're trying to drive.
Well, the thing is that we have the off season, and the off season is going to be 4 weeks long, so we're going to have plenty of time to adjust to those changes. And move on and get ready as well. We're going to have to race with brand new drivers. That's going to be good for them also to join us, and we're going to learn how to drive with them. And today was a great example. I never drove with Nuno, but he's a very keen racer, and it was a pleasure to race with him. So the idea is to try to create two groups where there's going to be close fights and entertaining races to stream as well. That's what we're all here for.
Looks like Steve's actually tracking Derek down a little bit. A second and a half now.
Yeah, he's getting closer. He's
Giving us some
definitely
good
getting
action.
closer. Yeah, and with 16 minutes to go, everything's possible.
Yep, yep.
So this is the fight for the P3.
Two Porsches battling
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Porsche coming up in
Yeah,
the
that'll
next
be
practice.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will definitely try that car.
That's the
I-
GT2.
I-
It's a GT2
Yeah,
Porsche, right? Yeah.
No, GT3.
Oh,
Yeah, brand new GT3, brand new
right,
Ferrari,
right.
brand new Lamborghini. But I will definitely test that new Porsche.
Yeah, he's making some inroads. He's 1.2 seconds back now. That's 0.3 of a
Yeah,
second
so
better.
yeah, you can see he's getting closer and closer.
He may get a draft here on the straight.
Yeah, and remember he pitted a lot later, so he
Yes.
has fresher tires than Derek. So maybe that was his strategy. I don't know.
Yeah, he's second behind. He should get a little bit of a draft here.
Yeah, you should do what you get a draft within the seconds. So pit window is closed now. Yeah, so Carlo is clearly dominating this race. He's easily 9 seconds ahead of Tom Saunders. So now the battle is for P3. Let's see if Steve can do something.
Oh. Well,
Let's see if Derek.
he held that together really well. Didn't lose any time at all.
Yeah. By the way, Derek is GT4 champion and Porsche Cup champion.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
Yeah.
What was he driving in GT4? A Porsche?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. So he'll be looking forward to the new Porsches. There is a GT2 Porsche though, isn't there? So he's got.
I believe so as well. I'm not sure. I've seen
Yeah, I think it is.
a little teaser. It should be good. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to trying the cars. Yeah, so Steve is definitely coming up Derek, but I think Derek will be able to hold him. Let's see. Let's see if Steve comes. Yeah, he's closing in. If he gets
Get a better
closer,
draft this time, yeah.
he's going to be able to use the draft. Yeah, he's close enough to do that now. Yeah, he's close enough to do it.
All right, he's entering a 0.7 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Let's see if he gains. Not yet. Looks like on the screen he's gained slightly. There he goes, 0.6. Not going to get close enough, but it's going to be interesting to see how they both take this corner. Maybe on the exit of the corner, let's see what it looks like. 0.5, so he gained a couple of tenths.
Yeah, he did.
I'm sure Derek is watching that too.
Oh yeah.
This is what it looks like in Derek's rear view mirror. Oh, I don't see it in the corner there. Let's do a wing cam. Whoop, wrong guy. There's the wing. Half a second.
Yeah, getting closer all the time.
Murchie's hanging in there in fifth. I can see him in the background.
Yeah. 3 seconds behind. Tony Whitten, P6. Billy Stewart, P7. Kenny Flanstead, P8.
Carlos increased his lead. He's up by 11 now.
Oh yeah, he's very comfortable. He's like
He
he's
wants that.
cruising.
He wants that championship. That's for sure.
Well, Carlo has always been he's always been someone to deal with in Group 1. I don't think it will change.
His last lap was 154.8. He's not letting up at all.
Wow. Yeah, so Derek is maintaining the gap
Yep.
with Steve. Yeah.
Catches up. There's a definite draft. Catches up by about 1/10 of a second at least.
Yeah, yeah.
Tenth or two.
Yeah.
You can get in that within that 1 second. It's like a DRS. He sure catches it up right here. It's on the exit though. Derek gets him on this corner.
Yeah, that's where the way you drive and probably a percentage of the way you set up your car plays.
Well, he closed up another a tenth of a second.
Yeah, yeah, he's getting closer
He's
now.
pushing
yeah.
a little harder maybe.
Yeah.
Nice corner. Beautiful corner. Both of them.
Yeah, those guys are great drivers. It's a real pleasure to watch them drive.
This is where Derek pulls away a little bit on that last corner.
No, he's not far back. He's not far back.
Nope, there you can sort of see them.
Yeah.
And we'll stick with these guys. I had trouble with that last corner. It's just not my favorite corner. You have to nail it just perfectly to get maximum exit speed. Whoa, getting closer.
Oh yeah, it's getting much closer now. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's braking later. It looks like he's braking later than Derek, but.
Oh, he's really close behind now. 0.3 seconds going into the straight. Got a little wheel slip there. Oh, he's going to see some big draft. So 0.4 seconds into the straight is Derek's lead. Made up a tenth, 0.3. It's going to be very interesting to see this next set of corners because
here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, Steve had some good speed into those corners also.
So Derek, yeah, protected the inside of the. Yeah, he's protected. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's close racing.
That is close racing.
It looks a lot closer in the car. They had about 2 or 3 feet there, but in the car it looks like you're on top of each other.
Ooh.
See, Steve has more speed going into that corner.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
And
Yeah, 8 minutes. Derek is gonna have someone attacking him all the way to the end.
he's gonna need a shower after this one for sure. Good to see people. It's good to see somebody in a Porsche pushing him a little.
Yes.
Does Steve race in any other classifications? I'm not sure. Does he race in GT4 and Porsche Cup with us? Not sure if he does.
No, he's right now. He's only in GT3
Okay.
Group 1.
We'll stick with these guys. Everybody else is pretty spread out.
Yep.
The wing cam here. Coming into the corner for the straight. He is 0.4 again. Got a better time last time. This is about the only track where you get drafting, maybe on.
Yes. This is, yeah.
What's that other
There's another one. It's Bathurst.
Yes.
In the straight, you can get the same kind of.
There we go. Oh, he took a look, but couldn't let it stick. But this corner, Steve's quick.
That's a dangerous place, to play. That's a very dangerous place.
Steve has a different braking point on that part of the.
Yeah. Yeah, but Derek
Just time it right. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a battle.
Yeah, that is
Steve's
a
being
real
very
battle.
respectful there, though.
Yeah.
There's exactly what you're talking about. See, he backed off. Steve did. Pretty hard to go around the outside. Trouble is, both of them have great entry and exits on these corners. That's why.
He's not going to let go, and
No.
he's going to have to defend his position to the very end. That's going to be.
Let's watch Derek in his cockpit and his steering wheel to see how hard he's pushing. How much he's correcting, how much he's drifting. I know Derek can drift that Porsche nicely. Well, they got a good exit this time. He's up a little bit more than he was last couple of laps. We'll go back to watching him go through.
Yeah, same thing. He's not as close this time, but yeah. Wow, he's getting that draft is amazing.
The draft is at least 2 to 0.3 seconds. Let's see how he goes through this corner, Derek. Very smooth, very smooth. And we'll watch Steve going through next. See, he gets him on this part of the corner. He just can't get stick. Derek's going to defend big time.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Again, he's going to give it a look.
Same pace.
Same spot.
Pace, yeah.
Same spot. Backed off again.
Yeah.
He's just trying to get Derek to make a mistake. I don't know how well he knows Derek. But
that's exactly what he's hoping for.
Oh, look how close
They
they
are
are.
so close. That's so close. Yeah, that's.
Good. Great battle. Derek got a good exit. Derek's getting a good exit there every time, and builds a little buffer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could be a different setup.
Yeah, that's what I believe it is. It has to be. But then, in certain parts of the circuit, Steve is faster, and then in other parts.
It's mostly on
Derek,
braking points, though. I think. Okay? He just goes into the corner a little bit faster. Huh?
Yeah,
Right, here's one. I was going to watch his steering inputs now. See how much more. Derek was so smooth. That's pretty smooth there. Okay, here we go again. 0.4.
Yeah, the only way Steve is going to be able to go through, I believe, is that if Derek makes a mistake.
Small mistake,
I don't think that will happen.
Well, he knows where he's faster, so he could get a little bit feistier on some of those spots. Is that 0.2?
Yeah, but see, Derek protects the inside of the turn, and that's what you have to do.
It's forcing him to the outside. Like, here he goes again.
Yeah.
Really wide that time. He's going to try the outside in. Side by side.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
Wide.
He did it.
He did it on the outside.
That's
See if he can hang on. He hangs on here very well. I wonder if he's going to pull away.
Well, wow, that was a beautiful pass. I didn't think he was going to be able to do it.
Now let's watch, because Derek gets a great exit on that last corner usually. Whoa! He pushed that.
Ooh,
He
yeah,
pushed that one. Now let's see. He usually gets a good exit here.
This is not over yet.
No, that's for sure. 2 minutes, so we'll probably get at least 2 more laps in.
Murchie gained a second behind in P5.
Oh, because
I
of
guess
the battle.
yeah, exactly. It's benefiting of the battle. Yeah, so now it's going to be Derek's turn to get the draft. So let's see what happens.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Oh, he skidded his. He locked up. He locked up. I saw this. Yeah. Oh, Derek almost. Now he's going to be right behind him.
On the track, though. Yeah, so you see, Steve is really driving on the limit there. So
He's probably
not
going
over
to
yet. Not over yet.
gain a little bit there. Derek couldn't quite keep that gap. If he had kept that gap, he would have had him on the straight easy.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go. Here we go.
And let's see if Steve had a great
So Steve is not protecting the inside of the turn. He's not. And
Derek went for it, yeah. But he has a great entry speed into that corner. And this corner also. Let's see if he pulls away. He was always... Oh, nope. Derek's taking the inside line, taking the shorter route.
Yeah. Great racing from those guys.
All right, man. The leader is on the final lap.
Leader on final lap.
Yep.
Yeah. So will Derek be able to regain the P3?
Well, I'm glad we're giving Steve a run for his money. He's our newbie fast driver. Should be having a lot of fun, I'm sure.
Sure.
Derek's going to push hard. .6. Let's see what he can get into. Be interesting to see if he gets really close in the straight. What's going to happen?
Wow, Ricardo, 15-second lead. 15-second lead for Ricardo on John Saunders.
Yeah. Oh, Steve had a great exit there. He gained 0.2 of a second in that last corner, so that put Derek behind a little bit. I don't think he's going to have enough to overtake in the straight.
I don't think he will.
So Carlo
is going to take the...
getting close to the end.
P1, yeah.
Watch
And
this
John
corner.
Sanders, eSeniors.
Oh, Derek
GT1.
lost it. Derek lost it.
Oh, too bad. Oh,
He
too
tried
bad.
really
so
hard.
Murchie is coming to claim. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah.
Oh, he pushed really hard. There is our champion and our leader. Give us some wiggles. Very nice, Carlo.
Yeah. Very nice race, Carlo. Very well done. And very well done as well. Here comes John Saunders, eSeniors GT3, Group 1, Season 6 champion. Well done.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Championship.
And Steve Young,
Is
P3,
coming by,
beautiful
P3,
podium.
yeah.
And look at this, Murchie and Derek Bird,
There we go.
side by side. Very nice.
Photo finish. Photo finish.
Very nice. Very nice race, gentlemen. Okay, I'm going to have to go. I have to post all the results.
Okay, I will.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, yes, thank you, Jeremy, for joining me.
My pleasure. See you. Talk to you soon.
Okay, let's see if we can get an interview of the. I'm not starting shortly here. We are. Get rid of that on the screen. There. Let's see if we can get somebody in the guys in the booth. Hope Chris joins us. John and Carlo. So last race of the season. That was pretty exciting for, although it was for third place, it was still exciting. Carlo had a great race, but John took the championship. Unfortunately, Chris had a disconnect. I'm wondering if he's going to get back on here. There's Carlo. I'll drag him in. Hello, Carlo.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, it was a fun race, wasn't it?
The first part was pretty hectic. I mean, for myself, I was pretty nervous. So yeah.
Okay, we've got the champion of the season in with us now. John, way to go.
Hey,
I
John,
can't believe it. Did I
congratulations.
win it? What happened to Chris?
Chris had a disconnect.
Oh, that's
So that's terrible, huh? Isn't that bad luck?
yeah. He deserved to win it. Actually, he deserved to win it. That's really bad luck. That is.
Well, yeah, but you had a great day. You and Carlo were way up ahead of everybody else. We had a
Yeah, Carlo was in a different league today. It was just
setup, different setup, Carlo. What was the secret today?
No, I used the same setup as I used the last season,
Yeah.
and and it still worked. So yeah,
You got better. I
went
guess
with
you got better, huh?
No, it was about the same time.
Same times. Same times.
I think there was a high 53 in it, but then everything else was right.
53. Nobody got a 53. But how about John? Now, what about you? Did you different setup for this race today?
No, I just went with. I was just winging it, trying to figure out how much wing to run. I went pretty straight down the middle. I went with 6 wing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, the setup was alright. That's about as quick as I could have done.
You
think I was
guys
about
will
two
have to
tenths
watch
off my
the.
best.
You'll have to watch the stream. There's an amazing battle between Steve Young and Chris and Derek Bird in the two Porsches. It's fun.
Yeah,
For about the last six or seven laps, it was just side by side racing. It was fun. Big. You guys didn't. Get to experience it, but at least 0.3 of a second draft on the long straight. So that's what made for some exciting stuff going in.
Yep. Congratulations, John.
Yes, congratulations. Great season.
Well done.
Great season. 1s, 2s, and 3s. You were on a podium every race except for the one that you dropped.
Yeah.
So great.
Very
Great one.
consistent.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Okay, we will see you next season. We'll see you in the short, fun run-up season to see if anything changes in the game. But May 1st-ish, we're just having a meeting right now, right after this, to see what we're going to do for season number 7. Okay, thanks both of you, John and Carlo.
So, well done, Carlo.
See you on track.
Thank you. You have a good game. Thank you.
All right, guys, that's it. That's a wrap for season 6, and we will see you. We'll probably do some broadcasting. I'll probably try and do a few broadcasts in the mini season, but we'll for sure see you on season 7, and hopefully we'll have a lot of new faces, and some great. We will certainly have some great racing. Okay, gonna sign off today.